Welcome back, friends. In this particular video we are going to learn about the hypothalamus, which is the first part of our endocrine system, which is the master of our master gland, which is a pituitary gland. So first of all, let's see where it is located. So it is the basal part of your forebrain called diencephalon, and it is like present. Suppose this is your skull, so this is your forebrain, and it will be located in this region. Okay, so this is, I am drawing in a zoom diagram. Suppose this is your hypothalamus. So pituitary gland will be attached with this hypothalamus like this. Okay, so this is hypothalamus, which is the basal part of forebrain called diencephalon, and it has some special neurosecretory cells called nuclei, which releases some hormones which regulates a variety of functions of your body, but primarily it is regulating the secretion and inhibition of the pituitary hormones. So hypothalamus will decide whether the pituitary gland will release some hormones or not, or if it is releasing hormones, then when the hormone secretion should be stopped. That will be decided by the hypothalamus. Then we all know that pituitary has two uh, parts. We can divide pituitary. It is anterior pituitary, anterior, and this is the posterior part of pituitary. Okay, so hypothalamus secretes two types of hormones. So hormones secreted, if we talk about hormones secreted by hypothalamus, they are of two types. First is releasing hormone, the second is inhibiting hormone. Releasing hormone and inhibiting hormones. So releasing hormone will stimulate the secretion of pituitary hormones. It will activate the pituitary gland and it will help to release those hormones. So releasing hormones, there is one example given in the NCERT that you have to remember, that is the GnRH. GnRH stands for the gonadotropin releasing hormone. So gonadotropins are the hormone which regulates your gonads, right? So there is a hormone called FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, which is released by the pituitary. But whether when the FSH has to be released, that will be decided by GnRH. So when girls reaches their puberty at 13 or 14 age, the gonadotropin releasing hormone will stimulate the secretion of FSH, which will be secreted by pituitary gland, and then FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, will help in the maturation of the immature follicles present in the ovaries. That we will learn in the next part, but just in this part you have to remember releasing hormone, example GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, will be secreted by hypothalamus, and it will activate, it will help to GnRH is secreted by hypothalamus. It will help to secrete the FSH like this. So this is this one example you have to remember releasing hormone, because it is helping in the releasing process, right? Then second is the inhibiting hormone, that is the somatostatin. Somatostatin. It is also an example given in the NCERT, which you have to remember, which helps to release the growth hormones. Release the growth hormones from pituitary. Growth hormones from the pituitary. So these two examples you have to remember: releasing hormone, GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone; inhibiting hormone, which stops the secretion of growth hormones called. Um, First is the example of inhibiting hormone somatostatin, which stops or inhibits the secretion of growth hormones, which is secreted by pituitary gland. Okay, so pituitary will release somatostatin, then it will stop the secretion of growth hormones. It will stop the secretion of growth hormones. In this way it works. Then one more thing you have to remember here, that is, see, your anterior pituitary, this part is regulated by the hormones will be secreted from the hypothalamus, will be reaches to the anterior pituitary with the portal circulatory system present between hypothalamus and anterior pituitary. So here I will draw a new diagram for you. Suppose this is hypothalamus, this is pituitary gland, this is anterior pituitary, this is posterior pituitary. So anterior pituitary and between the hypothalamus, it has a portal circulatory system. This is portal circulatory system. So hypothalamus, from hypothalamus, thalamic neurons, the hormones will pass through the axon and reaches to the axonal end, and then those hormones will be secreted in this portal circulatory system, which means it in the blood. Then that blood will bring those hormones towards the anterior pituitary, right? And the posterior pituitary is under the direct control of your neuron. So neurons will directly secrete their hormones into the posterior pituitary. So there is no blood is involved in, if we only talk about the posterior pituitary. Only anterior pituitary is regulated by the portal circulatory system. So this is one thing you have to remember, which is given in the NCERT. So this is all about hypothalamus. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. We will meet in the next video by looking the master gland of our body, which is a pituitary gland. Thank you so much.